All right, everybody. So, this next one looks pretty interesting. I'll be honest with you. Excuse me. This next one looks pretty interesting for no other reason than the name of it and the thumbnail, which... Let me pull up the thumbnail real quick before let me pull up the thumbnail real quick before we get started here, so you guys can see the thumbnail when I reveal it. But if you're watching live, you can actually see. Oh wait, that was it. That was the thumbnail, and then I messed it up. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the thumbnail here in a second. So let's check it out though. We are watching the trailer for Weapons teaser. Wasn't the Book of Eli the Warner? Let me see. Book of Eli Warner Bros. Right? Book of Eli was from Warner Bros. Right? Yes, it was. Now what's awesome is because the name of this movie is Weapons. This is the teaser. And in the movie The Book of Eli, there's the old guy, Michael Gambon. You mentioned Pet Sematary, which is to this day the original. Still gives me the creeps. Yeah. I've heard that it's pretty good. But yeah, and Michael Gambon, he plays George in The Book of Eli, and he says, Eli asks him, weapons? He's like, do you got any weapons? And the guy's like, weapons! We got weapons. So the reason that I'm bringing that up is because it's from Warner Bros. And now we have a movie called Weapons. So Warner Bros. Has weapons. Anyway, I wanted to show you this. So coming at us from Warner Bros. And with the Google Chrome extension, we can see that it's got 1.278 million views, 35,000 likes, and 178 dislikes. As with all trailers that we react to, I'm going to like the video, except, by the way, for mobile game trailers, which we hate so much we've decided we always are going to dislike those. So, root beer. It's what's for dinner. This is the thumbnail. So the name Weapons seems pretty interesting. And then this is the thumbnail. And I have no idea what this movie is. I've never heard of it. I legitimately avoid movie news for you guys, so that way I can do these trailer reactions genuinely, okay? So, and then I do the action updates. And get the numbers and stuff for box office numbers and everything, but yeah. Okay, so let's see what it says. So from New Line Cinema and Zach Krieger. Like, that's like one of those names, like Clegane. Okay, so he did Barbarian, which I heard is really good. Companion, I heard was pretty good. What the heck? Love and Air Sex. What is that about? Torn between... Okay. That's crazy. Okay, anyway, the wholly original mind behind Barbarian comes a new horror thriller, Weapons. This is a horror thriller. When all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanish, on the same night at the exact same time, a community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. This stars all of these people, Josh Brolin. Wait, Julia Garner. I know who that is. I do. Oh, Julie Garner. Who's Garner? Jennifer Garner. There you go. Okay, that's why I was like, Julia, that doesn't sound right. Okay, directs from his own screenplay and also produces, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is about a strange disappearance, by the way, coming out on August 8th. This is about a strange series of disappearances, which is... I can definitely see, the obviously horror elements and thriller, so that's cool. Yeah, let's check it out though, guys. So we got a 1 minute trailer. Sorry, I have to keep all my tabs organized. Got a 1 minute trailer. So let's check it out. Or no, not even a 1 minute. It's 44 seconds. Just a teaser. I hope that you're ready. Here we go. And by the way, if I stop it, guys, you have to realize this is a reaction. If you want to see the whole trailer, go check out the trailer. This is my reaction to the trailer, so here we go.
I can understand your passion, and I don't mind having these conversations with you, because God forbid if it was my child, I'd be demanding answers too. Those kids walked out of those homes. No one pulled them out. No one forced them.
Yeah, so what? They all do like this airplane flying thing. Okay. And they're running. Why?
I don't.
Ooh, that has got me. That really does. That has got me. I wonder why it's weapons. Why is it weapons? And you know what's funny is that if you go to this Zach Kreger, makes me think of Gregor Clegane. It's got an image of this guy with a gun. And immediately I think of, like, when I think of kidnappings, I think of the fact that I own a handgun, a shotgun, a flamethrower, and 2 crossbows. And if you came into my house and tried to have kids and I got the jump on you, you know, there's always a chance that you can get killed. I'm not stupid. I'm not one of those guys like, oh, I handle. But, you know, if I got the jump on you with one of those weapons, we'd have ourselves a party. I don't know if you guys know what it feels like to get shot with a crossbow and pinned to the wall and then lit up with a flamethrower, but if you tried to kidnap my kids, there's a great possibility that you would find out. This is great. Yeah, this is great.
That I don't.
Yeah.
What do you see that I don't?
Yeah, I mean, what I'm loving about this. So all these people have cameras, so they actually know that these kids ran out of the houses, were not kidnapped. And I appreciate the fact that it's a detective even being reasonable, you know, and it draws you into the conversation with this detective where he's just like, hey, look, I don't mind having this conversation, you know. You have a flamethrower? That's awesome. Spiders stand no chance. Well, that's actually what the flamethrower is for. If you fill it with the right fuel, you can really hurt some people. But it actually is for hornet's nests and stuff. So you can, like, I could shoot it at my house. And depending on the siding, basically, if your house is painted and has the normal maintenance on it, unless there's like bare parts of your house, you're not going to light anything on fire. You're going to go do 0 damage. Plastic siding and everything. I've shot plastic stuff and it kills bees. But yeah, so it's drawn into this conversation with this guy where he's like, hey, look, I got no problem. You know, if it was my kid, I definitely understand you want to talk to me. I love this. It's got you drawn in. I might want to see this. I might add it to my list. It's coming out on August 8th. Nationwide. Yeah, this is awesome. Let's see what people are saying in the comments. Let me know what you think, Alain Francois. By the way, I didn't say this before, but it's great to have you. It looks like an adaptation of the Pied Piper mythology. The children are lured by an evil entity that is seeking revenge on the community. This is how to create suspense for the trailer. Yeah, actually, immediately when he said those kids were pulled out of their rooms, they weren't forced out. Immediately I thought of the something sisters, the Sanderson sisters, you know, where she sings that song. Are kids' arms that long? Are those arms like an abnormally long length? Like, am I just seeing something? No, they look, I don't know, it just looks goofy the way that have their arms out like that. But yeah, think of the Sanderson sisters where she sings and she says like, come little children, something, come to me little children, something, something, and they all come out and that's how they capture them. Definitely interesting. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Just kids being kids and not a phone in sight. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, now do the scene again, but happier and with your mouth open. This looks amazing. Krieger is going to kill it. Okay. What do you see that I don't? We've all heard that or something similar as kids when we tried to get our parents to believe that there was a monster in our bedroom Hearing that again with the footage of the children running towards someone or something just cemented the unnerving feeling of terror and utter horror. I personally think it's going to be a play on the Pied Piper story, the story about the man who sent all the kids in the village to drown in the river or lake by playing a flute. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely interesting. First Barbarian, now the movie Weapons, and new, hopefully good Resident Evil movie next year. Oh, I don't know. The Resident Evil movies haven't been so great for a really long time. It's so fascinating how the idea of kids running away from their homes at night without apparent reason triggers something really unnerving. No kid would do that unless there is an actual reason, and that's how you get people to watch your movie. I totally want to know why these kids are running away. Something is calling those kids, yeah. So I think, I want to know why it's called Weapons. I'm wondering if the kids are weapons against the parents. Kids are weapons against the community. The kids are being drawn away from the houses to be turned into weapons. The parents are going to pick up a bunch of weapons and go murder a bunch of people because they took their kids. I don't know, but I want to know. I don't know, but I want to know. It's pretty good. I like this. This is a good trailer. Go check it out, guys. August 8th. Right? That's just before my birthday. My birthday's in August. Maybe I'll go see it for my birthday. Yeah. All right. But let's move on to the next one here, guys. Here we go. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord where you can voice chat with me while I live stream and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after-action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.